like cheating is more of a lust thing. You look at someone, for example, in a club, and you're not with your significant other at the time. You're drunk, and obviously when you're drunk, you can't think as straight. You know, you see someone attractive, you're like, oh shit, you're attractive, you're hot, you know, I kind of want you. But, this is where the big but comes in, right? I think that what kind of helps me realize is that you're going to throw away, for example, people that have been in relationships for 3-4 years, you're going to throw away that intimacy, that love, that build-up of connection over a lust that might not potentially even be anything.
It's something that's going to last literally
Exactly.
like that.
So you need to, I think it's a kind of click in your head. If you actually want to cheat, you need to realize the consequences. But the thing is, if you don't have that click in your head, that's a sign. That's a sign that maybe the person you're with isn't good enough. Because sometimes seeing other people, it makes you realize, wow, for example, at this age, we're like 18. At this age, it's like, hang on a minute, I'm 18 and I'm tied down in a relationship already. I'm in a 3-4 year relationship already. I haven't experienced life that much. Maybe there are better people out there. So I think it can go both ways.
I think it depends on the
definitely.
person.
So if you don't have that click, then it can actually be a sign that maybe the relationship you're in right now is maybe not as fulfilling as you want it to be.
Yeah.
But then if you do have that click and you realize what you're actually losing, then
But I think it's having the conversation before the cheating occurs as well. That's
Is
the
that
main...
the conversation with yourself or with the person?
with yourself.
With yourself and the other person as well.
Yeah.
Like, what if it's a person for like 4 years, and then you just go on a night
100%.
out, get with someone, come back,
Yeah, I
slap
totally
in the
agree
face
with
for
that.
you because you've been with that person for 4 years.
Yeah,
So it's
definitely.
So do you think in a scenario where you've seen someone and it's gone down in one night, that perhaps there were things leading up to it beforehand?
Maybe because you're probably looking for it.
In your unconscious that make you cheat. Because if you think about it, for example, it's like the analogy of someone who's very, very rich, right? If you're very, very rich, why would you suddenly give up your money away? You wouldn't do that because that money is fulfilling. That money is makes you happy. That money is what you want. So it's kind of like that. If that relationship, if that person is your person, then you wouldn't want to give it up, you know? So I think actually when people do cheat, it's because of some internal things that are going on in the back of their head in their unconscious. That, you know.
Is there ever a scenario or a time or a set of circumstances that can justify cheating on any scale, from talking to someone else? Some people think even flirting is cheating.
That's the thing, everyone has different interpretations of what
Everyone
cheating
has
is.
different interpretations. Yeah, I agree.
That's really hard to answer.
Personally, I personally, you know, when girls are like, oh, she liked another girl's picture, I
Instagram,
personally don't see that as cheating, because I think, you know, there are times I just like stuff, but I think cheating is basically looking and seeking attention from someone else in the specific way that you have with your partner. So that attention could be kissing someone, that attention could be having sex with someone, that attention could be, you know, getting excited over their texts. That is considered as cheating, because I feel like cheating, people think, oh, have sex with someone. No, I think cheating is more of like an internal battle that goes in your head.
Yeah. It can manifest in different forms. Brilliant. And so if you had one piece of advice to keep the integrity of a relationship solid, what would that be?
Be honest with yourself. I feel like it's you in the world, but like, you know what's right for yourself, but then don't let that hurt the people around you, because just be kind, you know, like, you know what you're doing.
What she
like,
said.
it's your mind, you actually know what you're doing. If you're going to go get with someone else, you know you've done that, you've thought about that in the past, like, you've thought about it before you've done it.
That.
You can't justify the answers.
There's never, oh, babe, it just happened.
No, babes, it did not happen. No, babes, no.
No,
not at all, no.
I was out of it, I had a couple of drinks.
Bullshit, because your drunk self actually is the real version. Because when you're drunk, you don't think, you just act like you want to act. So
There's no boundaries.
There's no boundaries.
How do you know, real quickly, how do you know when you're not being honest with yourself? How do you catch yourself when you say, I'm not being honest, I'm either not happy with, there's things I need to address or get sorted out with my partner?
Overthinking, and also it's small things throughout weeks, throughout months, when you just think about, oh, that's a bit annoying, but you just keep it to yourself. I think it's those small things, and it eventually builds up into bigger things that you don't realize. Like, it's, if for a minute you start thinking, oh shit, what if there are other people out there? That's when you really need to just take a minute and just think, is this the right thing for me? And if it's not, then it's not.
There's a certain amount of self-awareness in that.
Yeah.
How do you develop enough self-awareness to catch yourself in those very tiny moments?
That's a very hard question, because I feel like loads of people don't pick up on small things like that. Everyone's a bit different.
Yeah.
But I think the self-awareness, I don't know, I feel like if you might not have the self-awareness straight away, your actions will eventually get you that self-awareness.
Like, you're going to teach yourself.
Because
like,
if you're unhappy in a relationship, you're not going to be unhappy in a relationship forever. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, something's going to happen.
So you can backdate it when crazy things go on.
Yeah.
You can kind of backdate and be like, where did this all come from? Where did it?
It starts from somewhere, I'm telling you.
And it's all just learning curves for the future.
Learning curves.
You learn from your mistakes,
Yeah.
it's true.
Exactly.